We should be live. And just really quick before we actually start into it, just to let everyone know, there is a new code, SCARE, to help you get a little bit more start into this event. Especially if you're new and watching this stream after I've streamed it, that should help you out quite a bit. Anyways, you do need to join the Bloxbyte Roblox group first, though, if you're unaware of that. But anyways, let's get into the stream. The plan for it is just to go through all the quests in the Halloween event, since I haven't started those, and I really kind of need to do those before starting to work on anything else. There seems to be just two so far, Ghost Hunter Luna, and also Ghost Hunter Bo. Again, I'm not really sure exactly what their names are, but this is what it seems to be. Hello, meows. Yeah, we should be pretty self-explanatory. I think I'll probably start with Luna and then go do Bo next. Yeah, I'm in a private server. I need the ghost, so I don't want other people conflicting with me. Sorry if people were wanting to join me. It's kind of looks like it is Ghost Hunter Luna. Wait, Ghost Hunter, is that you? What are you doing? Far away. I should probably not read this out loud. That we live in. Wonder how Luna got here. I'm not here to play games. I'm here on business. Ah, okay, so she's just here for vacation. Alright, that makes sense. Conflict? Yikes. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. When that Bo guy said he knew a place. Interesting. Hey. So it looks like it'll just be a lot of ghosts and stuff, so let's go figure out where these mass spirit ghosts are. I'm assuming these are just going to be the ones right next to her, so yeah. Yeah, the tower is actually quite fun for me to do. I've done it quite a few times. I have a few keys. Not too many, but yeah, I have 21 keys, which is a decent amount. But yeah, it's bad if you're on a laggy device, is what I've noticed, or if you don't know how to do it. But once you if you know how to do it, I'll be going through how I do it. Probably, I think some of their quests require you to do it. And so there's a lot of tips and tricks, and if you're actually able to not have lag, I'm usually pretty fine without lag going through them. It's actually quite easy, but yeah. Yeah, I know people do prefer the shorter ones just because what was I going to say? Yeah, just because they're shorter, people usually prefer the shorter ones since you get rewards quicker. But I kind of like the dungeon aspect of it, since you get get candy at the same time, so you don't need to worry too much about collecting candy from ghosts to actually ghost stuff. I've done, as I said, I've done the dungeon 5 times I think, and I get 4,000 a run when using glitchy loot gum, so I'm going to have plenty of gum after the event, or candy, I guess, and then be able to convert that to gum, which just turns into a real nice profit. Yeah, no, I don't really think vac gum is worth it, since you still have to go through the dungeon. I prefer to use loot gun, at least to begin with, to get myself a nice base of candy. Maybe I'll try it at some point, but I usually prefer to use I usually don't like vacuum guns, since the amount it helps isn't actually 4 times, since you still have the beginning time that you have to click on the ghost, and like there's a little delay at the end to vacuum. So it just, I don't know, it just doesn't feel right using vacuum gum. But yeah, you are right, using vacuum gum can really help you out if you're struggling with the ghost. But I like to just walk through at a normal pace anyways. And so I'm already able to go through the dungeon quite fast and just click on ghosts and vacuum them without actually having to stop for them. Yeah, it's the equipping gum in your hotkey. It is a perk from Grand's Quest. She does take a while to do, but if you just sit in a server and AFK click on like dancing gum, you should be able to do it relatively quickly. I know it still will take a little bit of time since it is 100 gums, and since they did kind of make it so that gums save across servers, you can't do server hopping anymore, which is what I kind of use to get through most of mine. But yeah. Oh yeah, ooh, that's nice. Luna's quests give more candy and are simpler. That's actually nice when you have quests that are pretty helpful. Alright, ghosts. Looks like we need masked, wicked witches, just all the special ghosts from this area. So this might take a little bit of time. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they both do give a fair bit of candy. I mean, compared to what you get from the dungeon with like all the perks I have, it's negligible, but for new players, it's definitely going to be nice to be able to go vacuum ghosts and get 100 candy just from the quests. Yeah, doing alt, I mean, honestly, using alt accounts isn't always the best idea since, sometimes it's quicker just to get it on your main stuff, and also using alt accounts is, for rewards like that are like one-time rewards, isn't always, looked upon, as a good thing, but yeah, sometimes it's nice to be able to get some good stuff by using something different like that. I'm trying to remember if all the Halloween events have only had sets of 3 ghosts, since I thought that most times when they had ghosts, they usually had sets of 4. So it's weird seeing that each area only has like three sets of 3 ghosts. And there's the maze. My least favorite ghost has made a reappearance this event. The Bat Ghost. It is my least favorite ghost in like all of Ghost Sim, and it's just because its hitbox is the worst. Like its model really doesn't allow you to like click half the places you would want to, especially like during a dungeon run. It gets really annoying to try to click it when you can't like half the places on it. Like right there is one of the big ones. It just gets really annoying to try to do it during the dungeon. And just like any time, just trying to click on it, half the time you fail. Yeah, honestly, most of the bows, like once you have one bow, like one of each type of bow, you're kind of fine since it really doesn't, people really don't care about them any more than like collection purposes. Like they don't really have trading value since they are quest items. Like most quest items have little to none trading value. But it's still cool as like a collectible item. Oh, yeah, one thing a lot of people are noticing is that Headless Hollow is kind of difficult. Obviously, if you're laggy, like most of bosses in Ghost Simulator, being laggy does not help with bosses, but it also may have something to do with like if your model is like weirdly like sized. Like I have a regular sized model and I have no issue dodging the boss normally. So like when I just like walk, I am able to pretty easily just walk away from the boss and not get grabbed. But I know some people actually that doesn't work for them for some reason, and I think it has something to do with avatars, but no one's really quite sure exactly what causes some players to be able to dodge it while others aren't able to at all. Yeah, there's a Halloween update. It came out Friday, so you have plenty of time to get it done with. You'll have about a month, 28 days. They said this was part 1 of it, so there's likely going to be a part 2 coming with some more cool stuff, which I have speculations on, but I'm not going to share them at this time since I don't know if I'd be allowed to. But ooh, 1 pet from the shop. Go ahead and double check that I have my auto delete commons off since I do want my commons from this crate. So there we go. Wisdom Pug. I really like how that looks. I mean, obviously its inventory's view is a little weird, but I think in person it'll look quite nice. The idea for it was solid. Let's go find it in my inventory. Sorry, Snowflake. Yeah, it's a cute little pug. It's a wizard pug. I also got the Godly 2 times in a row in the new event crate. Yeah, no, honestly, sometimes event stuff is actually not... Most of the time, actually, the event crate stuff is actually not worth too much. Just because of how easy it is for some people to get immense amounts of candy or currency. Anyways, we're going through an orange ring. I think this is the orange ring. No. Alright, we need to go find an orange ring. So, yeah. Yeah, find quest may be a little bit hard. I haven't really done any practice. I think... Nope, this is a purple ring. Ah, there it is. Yeah, honestly, just going and checking like the corners of a map is usually the best way to find rings. Going up, if you have the jetpack, can help since they usually are visible from the top. And then going around and checking at the corners if you can't immediately see it, since sometimes they are only one directional. So if it's like hidden in a corner or something, it's kind of hard to find. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, getting completion on stuff is really good. What are the requirements for staff on the wiki? Usually myself, I am part of the wiki staff team. I'm usually the one looking for like staff members. Basically, I just look through like your edit history to see if you know like how to edit, that you are able to like, yeah, you are consistently editing, so it isn't like, oh, I really want to be a staff on the wiki, and then you just disappear for a year or something. So I'm looking for like, if you've like edited for like the last week and done like substantial edits, so not like just fixing like one typo like 5 times. Like if you like rewritten like a page that you thought could be written better, that goes well. Just so basically I look at your edit history and see how that compares. So if you are interested in like wiki stuff, usually you can just go edit a page that you think needs to be edited, and then like usually I have people DM me on Discord, since it's really hard, since I usually don't check wiki too much for like communication stuff. So if like they DM me on Discord like their wiki username, I'll go check their edit history, and then if they've made, as I said, substantial edits, it's a promotion, or they'll become wiki staff. Yeah, it's not too big. Yeah, sometimes I get a little overboard warnings. Just because I do it so infrequently, I don't really have too much etiquette for it. But yeah. Okay, I know a lot of people have been asking about Luda's water bottle, and because of that, I actually do know where it is. I didn't know until people kept saying, but it's hidden right back here. Apparently there's an invisible wall, though, so you can't quite get to it, or something. Oh, wait. Never mind. No, yeah, there's an invisible wall or something, so you can't quite get to it. But yeah. Yeah, good luck on that one. Yeah, grams can be a little bit annoying using gum. Wow, excuse me. Oh, yeah, that's nice. Yeah, honestly, Ghost Sim's a game that a lot of people do kind of fall out of, since there is nothing to, like, really draw you back in day after day. I've been, like, playing Beestorm recently, and, like, it having, like, daily bosses and stuff that you have to come back, like, regularly to come for, really helps with, like, being like, oh, yeah, I should go get into Beestorm to go grab that stuff. And then you grab that stuff, and then you're like, oh, I can do a little bit of grinding. And then, like, 50 minutes later, you're like, oh, I've been in here for 5 hours. It's a lot more addicting than, like, than Ghost Sim is, which I guess addicting is always nice when something isn't addicting, but yeah. Also, playing with, like, double range. Sometimes I go play on my alt for try stuff out. And, like, double range is one of those things that really you don't feel like it's too useful, like, when you don't have it, or when you do have it, but, like, switching between them is just weird. And you realize how helpful having double range really is. Actually, that's probably the reason why I feel like the dungeon's so easy, along with, like, having all the perks that I do. Having the double range is probably one of the ones I rely on the most for the dungeons and stuff. Yeah, no, it is a really fun game, and it's well structured. And the fact that it's only, like, a single developer behind most of it, I don't really know exactly the details of it, but I'm pretty sure it's, like, a solo dev. Makes it even better, since it is all, like, nice, uniform, and like the idea of when one person constructs something, it's a lot more coherent and, like, put together, I guess, and if, like, a group of people are working on something, they have, like, all slightly different views, and ends up, like, you can see, like, little differences in, like, I don't know exactly how to explain it, but, like, with Ghost Simulator, since there's a lot of people working on stuff, like, between the different events, you can notice, like, subtle differences between them. Like, in terms of the game progression, there's little bits of differences here and there. Whereas, like, with a single person, it's a lot easier for when you're just working on your own to set, like, base rules, I guess. I don't really know exactly how to explain it. I mean, having a group work together gives a lot more ideas and creativity, and makes it faster, but, like, when you're working alone, it's something specific about that, but yeah. Yeah, there's 6 floors, a 25-minute timer that you usually won't reach unless you're, like, being awkward about it. But yeah. Okay, looks like we're going to do the tower for the first time. Wow, that was a horrible sentence. So yeah. The worst thing about the tower, in my opinion, is all these, waits. Like, there's this minute right here, and then there's a 20-second wait between each floor, which just started to really add up and get annoying to me, at least. $50 hours of straight grinding to get 250 keys? Oh, I think I do the tower in less than 15 minutes, and I get 5 keys per. So 20 for an hour, for me at least. So I'm only doing it for like 10 hours. or 12 and a half, I guess. But yeah. Maybe if you're assuming it takes 25 minutes, and you don't have game passes, Yeah, sometimes they do take a while to do the bosses, but in my opinion, it's all really worth it since you both do get candy, which you can convert to gum anyways, which is really helpful. And then also, oh, okay, I should not do that on stream. Yeah. I'm not going to be using gum at all, or the event pass. I don't think the event pass is worth it to buy. So for anyone that is thinking of buying the event pass, do not buy it. Probably better to just go buy the boss drops game pass and the items alone. Since main thing is the event pass, it does not stack with like gum. The event pass is only like a +1 in drops. Like with boss drops, it's the most notable. With like if you're only getting like if you're getting one key per boss, you will get 2 keys per boss with the event pass. But if you're like already have the double boss drops and you buy the event pass, you get it 1 more key. And if you're using gum with the gum on top of that, it's the ×2 from the boss drops, ×4 from the gum, assuming glitchy loot gum, or boss gum. Wow, okay. That was like 10 types of gum that I managed to say before I got it right. But use all those multipliers and then the +1 from the event pass stacks. So you end up getting 8 gum from the double boss drops and boss gum. And then you just get 1 more additional for 9 total with the event pass. It's not really worth it for grinding purposes. And since it isn't like permanent, it only lasts for the event, it's not really the best. I mean, obviously, if you don't have any game passes and you just care about the event, it will help. But if you're like already good and have like gums that you will want to use during it, it's not really worthwhile. Man. Yeah, with the additional key at the end, 3 keys from it's actually not bad for free-to-play players to grind. In that respect, so. Those ghosts are super thin and I sometimes misclick. Fortunately, we have to go back anyways, so might as well go. And just leave it. Hopefully I don't forget about it. And this is what I'm meaning about, I don't really know, or I guess not know is probably not the right way of phrasing it. But I don't really have too many difficulties with the tower, since all I really do is walk and click ghosts. But I realize a lot of other people will have tons of difficulties, especially with lag. I haven't done it streaming, so it may be a lot laggier while streaming, which is probably closer to the equivalent of what most of you guys play with. About 20 more gum? Yeah, that's actually not bad. That's like 10 minutes for 6 quests. And actually, I think it was only 7. I think this last 7th quest is only converting gum, so that's really quick. So you're basically almost done. Yeah, the event pass, the main I guess it does also have the pen and board, which are good for collectors. But yeah, it's not too good once you calculate everything. Oh, yeah, personally I miss Soul Speed. I used to actually have Soul Speed, I kind of traded it away. I'm definitely nowhere near good at trading. So, I don't even know what I traded for. I think it was worthwhile, but still, it was a really cool board to have, and I used it actually a decent amount. I played quite a bit when the game first came out, and all that grinding was too much, so I quit for a while. Yeah, a lot of people end up quitting Go Simulator. It's kind of a trend. They quit it and then end up finding it again or something. It's actually really common to see people like, oh, I played for like the first week and then gave up. A lot of people have that same mentality, just because of how like long the game is. It's quite long. All right, let's get away, smashes, and we can go back. Hopefully that's not too much of a problem. I really hope Frankie does not glitch through the floor on my first time doing him, because that would be bad. I know the bosses are slightly glitchier this year. It looks like we're going to be fine. Just because of having two bosses, it's a little bit harder to structure. Honestly, though, I think the devs did a really good job on this event. I really like the idea of having the tower and multiple bosses. It is a little bit longer, which I'm not always a fan of, and these waits are extremely long in my opinion. But other than those two, I really like the concept. I started Ghost Sim on Halloween 2019 and never left. Yeah, I've been playing basically steady from like I don't know, whatever update included like Overseer. So it was before the Halloween 2019 event. I've been playing since, and it's been pretty much regular. Obviously, there's been some times I've gone like a week or two without playing just because I haven't had really any motivation. But it has been pretty constant for me, so, too. I didn't join right at the beginning, though, unfortunately, since, I didn't know about it, I guess, or if I did, I just kind of dismissed it, because I had other stuff that I wanted to play instead. But yeah. Yeah, eggs. I do have a ton of eggs, and there really isn't a reason for that either. It's just, I decided for it. Although, if you could stop spamming, that would be great. Okay, as I said, I do not like this bat hitbox. Alright. I think we have one last tunnel here. Alright, looks like we have two ghosts somewhere else. Looks like there's one. I really need to equip a different board. Alright, there we go. Yeah, we should go do this in the next 20 seconds. Having this big of a board, like Santa Sleigh, you can equip it and sometimes it gets stuck in the ground. So it's usually better to go use a smaller board or one that doesn't have any collision on it. I'm just trying to look through my inventory and see if I have any really good ones. Ooh, bug. I also have the other one from this. Insight. Yeah, let's use Insight. That's a 2019 Halloween item. Actually, the bug I have is, I actually unboxed it during the event. This one I kind of just got from trading at some point. But yeah, they're pretty cool boys. Can you please stop spamming? Yeah, I know I'm not always looking at chat since I do have to go and do these towers, so I'm not always able to see stuff like that. But yeah, spam is not very, is pretty frowned upon. Goodbye then, random guy. Hopefully you have a good night's sleep, I guess. I don't really know how to phrase that. Okay. Yeah, I still do a subconscious jump before every time I equip my hoverboard, just because of how common it is for the hoverboard to get stuck in the ground. I did miss a ghost back there. The special ghosts have just a little bit additional health, which makes it just a little bit more likely for me not to be able to do them. 4 more gum? Oh, nice. Literally every game I play got updated this weekend. Yeah, I mean, this time right before, like, Halloween is kind of the time for people to start their events, so it's not a surprise that everyone starts releasing them, especially since most games like to release on the weekends, since more people will play during them. Alright, we need to get over to Headless Hollow before he ends up glitching into that area. Oh, that's not the attack on this. The problem is, when he does that, he holds on his hand, he can do like 5 different attacks, all of which you need to do something different for. So it just gets really confusing which one he's actually going to be doing. Like, he can throw his hand at you, he can laser, or he can do that grab. So you're never really quite sure which one he's going to be doing. Anyways, looks like some of the animations for him are okay. I guess probably the best strategy is just to stay away from him, since the other two are easy enough to avoid if you're away, and do actually a lot less damage. Like, I'm not having too much difficulties not getting dragged in, but I know a lot of people are, like, instantly getting dragged in. Yeah, I don't know what the issue with that is, but being farther away will help. BGS didn't update. My experience with Bubblegum Sim has been, it's really isn't a game anymore in my opinion after like the first Christmas update. The game aspect of it just got lost on me. Ah! Silly laser. Interesting. The attack lasted longer than his shield did, which... very interesting. Anyways, there's that tower, portal, and we should be able to go talk to... we should have 225 keys, and then we'll get one more just randomly added to my inventory about now. Maybe not. Yeah, I don't think it triggers quite when people, doesn't, like, the triggers between floors and stuff doesn't feel quite correct. But anyways, time to go back to quests. Yeah, crafting 100 gum is actually quite quick. I actually have like spare random gums from the main hub. But it doesn't take any more than, like, I'd say like 4-6 minutes of grinding. Maybe 10 minutes if you don't have anything or anything other than like loot gum, basic loot gum to get. But yeah. Alright, open a tower crate. So we have barely 26 keys. So I think probably the best thing is going to be open one of these 25s. See if we can get anything good. The next best option, I guess, is a 5. I don't know. Maybe we should just... oh. Do you guys have any opinions? Like, which one should I open? 25s? Alright. We're opening a 25. I had... during the Metaverse event, I had really weird luck with this. I only got the Godly Pet and the Legendary Board from it. So, looks like we are starting on a different path with this one, since we have got one of the Legendary Pets from it. So that's cool. It looked really cool. But... let's go see what it is. Heckler. And we need a locket too, since it looks quite amazing. Hello, Gizmo. Alright, purchase a hoverboard from the shop. We should be able to, I think we have enough actual candy to go purchase all of them. So I think we'll probably just start with the most expensive and buy that. Underworld Rider. Let's go see, where's that at? There it is. Need to lock it. Don't want to accidentally delete any of these items later. It looks like a duck with... It actually looks... All the... Most items from this event looks really good. I'm not... I don't think I'm, like, a very good fan of this one particularly. But it still looks amazing. I'm actually playing in a private server right now, mostly so I can get my own ghosts and not have to worry about other people doing the dungeon with me. So, sorry you can't right now, but yeah, let's see, we're going through Purple Ring, where this one is. Yep. Yeah, 1K Ancient Tusk should be able to get you the 100 stuff. Yeah, getting gum is actually relatively easy. At least, like, small quantities, like 100. But... So I shouldn't have too much difficulty. Alright, what's this one? Autocomplete? Okay, collect 400 candy from anywhere. Alright. I'm just glancing over the questline. It looks like she's talking about Victoria making some things worse, but I'm never quite certain with quests when I don't read them, and I very rarely read quests in Ghost Simulator. I think the only time I really do it is when I'm doing the lore stuff for the second arc, and even then, like, half the time I'm just kind of waiting and then going back through the wiki to read it. Victoria was an NPC from the last Halloween event, which was actually caused, like, Frankie and stuff, or, like, caused, like, the upheaval or something. I don't really know. I wasn't really paying attention to her questline again. But I think she had, she was, like, an antagonist during that, so, yeah. Could you get a pet? I'm not really giving away pets right now. If you join the Roblox group, there is, like, 2 codes that you can currently use for, like, pretty decent pets. Scare and 2 years, so, that's probably the best stuff you'll get, for a while. And those 2 codes, if you enter them after joining, like, the Roblox group, Roblox Bloxbite group, it should just be like the creator of the Ghost Similar game. You should be able to get some decent pets from that. They aren't, like, rare, but they'll be good stat-wise. Maybe later in this event I can do giveaways for some of the stuff from this event. We'll see what my schedule looks like, and how much stuff I actually get from the event. Since I still do not know how much I'll be able to grind this event or not, so we'll see. Part of me thinks I should be using, like, loot gum while doing these ghosts, just so I get a little bit more candy, but I realize I will probably have way too much additional gum anyways, so not really worthwhile. Actually, speaking about that, if I'm not using gum, it'll probably actually be better for me to be using ghostly gum instead of glitchy gum, since I will be spending so much time gathering candy. Doesn't really make much sense for me to use something that's better for less time when I can just use ghostly gum, which I'll be getting back anyways. We'll spend a little bit of time grabbing some other ghosts for candy, I guess, and then let some ghosts respawn. I'm curious how far I could get in Ghost Simulator on a brand new account in 7 days. Depending on how much time you put in a day. Assuming you play like an hour a day, I would guess up through all the like Jussie, Adam, Jussie, Finsley, and Main Hub will probably be the first 3 hours on a new account. And then next 3 hours you'll probably get done with Leo, Yoko, and Gatekeeper. I think will be finished in the next 3 hours. Not quite sure. But then like 1 more hour would be probably like 2 antenna levels into Riley. Assuming you're just doing like assuming you're doing only those quests. Since there's a lot of quests and different ways that you could maneuver through quests in Ghost Simulator. But I think that's like the most reasonable estimate. Of course, I haven't really done enough to say for certain, since all the time I play through, I'm going with good pets, and usually game passes. On my alt, I don't have game passes, but on my main, I'm usually playing after a rebirth with game passes, ridiculously stat pets, and a lot of other stuff. So, but that'd be my guess. I know Luna's last quest is doing the tower 5 times, so that will be interesting to see. Since that could get a little long for this stream. I think once we get to that quest, actually, it'll probably be a better idea just to switch over to Bo. See what he has for bosses and just go through him, since doing the bosses I can do later. Alright, let's go talk to Luna. Compared to your previous time, you seem to have improved by 4%. We're going to have to get those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers. Oh, that's an interesting dialogue. I know it's from somewhere, I just don't know exactly where. Another piece of... You know that gum you made? You set aside the fact I lost my mind that'd be a huge boost. Use some of your gum and get ghosts. Okay, so it looks like we're chewing now 2 gum. So we'll probably go grab tons of ghosts, use some more glitchy loot gum, and use this, since this quest may take a little bit of more time. Since that is like 4 minutes on top of the already spending like 30 minutes, just 30 seconds wasting this gum. Yes, I did it. Good job. Yeah. Yeah, that last quest of Grand is actually quite quick compared to chewing 100 gum. I think it goes without saying that using 100 gum is going to take longer than getting it. But yeah. Playing a game from the start with no items and stuff like that is very interesting, especially if you're in the late game for that certain game. Yeah, it gets different playing through the game for the first time. And even though you have done it when you're get good, you don't really remember exactly how it was. Okay, where's this other ghost? There it is. These ghosts are so spread apart in this area. They don't really have that like normal ordered set of 3 sets of ghosts. It's more of just a random gathering, I guess, more than anything. Event quests are always 0 or 100 or something. Yeah, they're kind of interesting in terms of like most quests are just either super easy or super difficult. Which, I mean, it makes sense when you think about it, but it's still kind of weird. What do they do in my hotkey? Do they affect... no, you basically just get to use them easier. So instead of having to go open your inventory and click use, you can just go equip them and then use it with like T or clicking on that button or something else on Xbox. I think it's like R3. Not sure what that means, but I think I saw somewhere that it was R3. But yeah. So you equip it and then you can use it anytime. It's a hotkey. And it was a pretty heavily requested feature since it makes grinding gum so much easier. Instead of having to go open your inventory every time you want to go use a new loot gum or something like that. So, yeah. Saves quite a bit of time while grinding. Alright. We could technically go turn in the quest, I guess, after this. Let's go use a useful gum. No! It's not longer, it lasts the same amount of time, it's just it's easier to use. Alright, Alright, let's go. We need to go do some more ghosts, so we'll go use some gum. Hopefully the next quest isn't requiring more gum usage, and I end up having like a 2-minute timer that I have to wait before I can use the first one. Have I complained recently enough how much I dislike the Bat Ghost hot hitbox? The fact that it's been broken since it first came out 2 years ago? It's actually not too bad right now. But like occasionally I just get into bad rhythms, I guess, would be the best way of explaining it, where I just constantly miss it every time I try to click it, like during dungeon. And like there you have like 5 other ghosts that you're trying to vacuum at the same time, and you drop all of them because you misclicked the ghost hitbox. It's awkward, I guess. These Frankie ghosts are also a little thinner, which is slightly different. It's not too bad since you can still click on everywhere that's visible. But yeah, just having different ghost shapes can throws me off a little bit. Let's click on all those. Using another loot gum, it looks like. Since the current one ran out. I guess we'll probably stick around here until we get the next special ghost. There we go. We need 2 from here, I think. So there should already be 2 spawned. Yes, there is. Might as well grab all of them, I guess, though. Since that is more candy in the bin. Ghost. Yeah, honestly though, I really don't remember playing without the jetpack. Jetpack helps so much in mobility, yet is kind of not even like really noticeable in some ways. Once you get used to it, you just kind of use it automatically to get wherever you want. But like not having it is super weird. Similar to like the more agility aim pass or double range, like not having them isn't too big. You don't feel like you don't like miss it, or like you don't really think about it if you don't have it. But like when you do have it, you also don't think about, oh, I have it, so it's helpful. But like if you switch between those two, it's really different. Let's see, what's this quest? Candy from anywhere. I'm hoping this last quest is just converting them, maybe? Okay, actually it was candy was auto-completed, so, yeah. Alright, Soulcasters, Frankensteins. Alright, those are Soulcasters, and those Frankensteins are over there. Alright, so we'll be alternating between here and there. It's going to be quite a bit of ghosts, though. 25 ghosts is nothing. It's not a small amount of ghosts. I'm gonna go outside and hang out with my friends on the street, so I'll see you guys later. Alright, goodbye. That's fine. I know not everyone can stay for the full stream or can even make it to the stream at all, and that's fine if you can't. That's kind of expected with live streams that not everyone will be able to make it to them. Especially when I do different times, like this one is a much different time than my... Actually, all of my recent streams have been at this time, basically. So it's not too different than what I've been doing. But it's different than my usual morning streams. Which I'll probably do one of those later this week, potentially. I have to see how much time I have. With school and stuff, it's not always like I can stream whenever I want. But yeah, that's the plan, at least, is to stream sometime later this week on grinding the tower, since that's going to be quite nice reward-wise. Yeah, being on top of the maze is so much easier to vacuum ghosts than inside of it. And double range helps a lot too. I'm doing a decent job collecting tons of candy, it looks like, too. I'm going to have plenty from this event to be able to get everything I want from at least the candy crates. I still do not know what exactly I'm going to be doing for like the key crates. I know Metaverse event, I got everything except for the mythical pet. And I kind of like that system, since like the mythical pet usually less than the board anyways, so and I don't really want to grind 300 keys, so just doing, or 500 keys, sorry, for both of them, so just grabbing one is actually I like, but we'll see. In my opinion, I think Bee Swarm and Ghost Simulator are like the best made simulators on Roblox. I know there isn't much competition. Yeah, no, they're actually quite nicely made. Obviously, I haven't played every simulator on Roblox. And if you have, good on you, and how and why. But yeah, no, I mean, they are really well made simulators. Part of it is like Ghost Sim really, like, it is named a simulator, but half of it is roleplay and stuff. So it does get a little bit carried from that. Honestly, its grindy bit is actually a bit tedious if you don't have game passes. So that's not always the best for a simulator, to be horrible to play without game passes. You need those people without the game, like free plays, to keep your player rates up so that players who can pay do come and play and then feel like they can pay and get rewarded. Because pay-to-play games aren't usually the best unless they have enough, like, incentive. I don't know. It's just interesting. We've been streaming for almost an hour now on just one quest. I know if I interlace the quests, it would go a little bit quicker. But since I'm streaming, I'm trying to just stream one thing at a time, instead of hopping back and forth at who knows how fast of a rate. I really don't. So I think doing them separately is better for that aspect of it. 2 years. The code, came out during the 2nd anniversary about 6 months ago. And it gives you a pretty overpowered pet. It's not for Halloween, as I said, 6 months ago. But yeah. Honestly, if you're ever wondering what the codes are in Ghost Simulator, they're usually, most of the active ones are on the wiki. Whether or not that's up to date, it's debatable sometimes. But going through those, the list of active ones on there can go pretty smoothly for getting some good rewards to begin with. As I said, not always 100% up to date, but still a really good place to check for codes and stuff. Alright, let's see. We need a few more Frankensteins, and yeah, we need about 10 more Soul Casters. So that should be done in like 2 minutes. And 6 more Frankensteins, which may take 3 minutes or so. If you guys didn't know, it takes about a minute for a ghost to respawn. And since normal ghosts spawn more often than other ghosts, it's pretty easy to, once you know, like, how often to do stuff, it's pretty easy to figure out when ghosts will be spawning and stuff. Anyways, this should be all the souls casters I think I need. No, one more. So let's go grab this one. I can just go stick to Frankie's now, which makes it a lot easier to just grab ghosts in one area instead of having to run through. Grabbing ghosts from multiple areas really speeds up the process. Grabbing ghosts from a single area makes it a little bit better, I guess, in a way. Not like fast or anything, it's much slower, but it makes it so that you can actually go grab, like, and only do the amount of time you need. Two more Frankensteins. There's one. So one more to spawn, and we're done with we're up to our last quest, which is 5 towers, which I don't have time for this stream, unfortunately. I guess we'll also take that time between the quests, I guess, to go look at our unfinished quest quotes, since those are really interesting. I know I haven't really been paying much attention to her dialogue, but the in-between quest quotes, it can get really cool. Oh, that's nice rewards. Crate keys are cool. Interesting. Yawn. It seems pretty similar to the rest of her quests. Her remarking how tired and cold she is, and having a little bit of chat with Leo over like, I don't know, whatever she wants to, I guess. Anyways, it's now time to start with Bow. Ghost Hunter Pumpkin Bow. That's an interesting name. Dark and spooky night where the storm sky loomed ominously above. Crash, boom, bang, stark of lightning, children screaming in fright. Oh, interesting story. Glue and glitter. I'm a pumpkin. Hopefully my chat's working. I have a feeling that it isn't. Actually, it seems to be. Oh, okay, I forgot to go do that. I just realized on my, the display of it, like, when I'm live streaming, there's usually a display of it in the background. I forgot to pause that, so that may have been making my stream a little bit laggier than usual. Even Victoria. Okay, Spooky Char. There you go. It looks like we're just going to be going through quests. And for his party again. Like, he has a party every event. It's so nice to be able to help Bo with his party every event. So, yeah. It's like Frankenstein Ghosts may be a little bit lagging behind in our collection. Actually, no, we need 15 of them compared to 10 normals, so that was just kind of a given from the start. Up in the second story arc, Rebirth perk gets expanded. Yeah, they're actually, I'm guessing, have tons planned for it, since really all that's been dropped right now is hints to what's going on. Obviously, I haven't gone through all the quests, or not obviously, but I haven't gone through all the quests yet, so obviously I don't know exactly what's going on. And I'm slowly working through them, but I kind of want to get stuff for the wiki, or not the wiki, the wiki's already been updated with all that stuff, since other people are actually doing that other than me. I actually do very little on the wiki, but like, going through and recording it for like YouTube and stuff, since I know other people either haven't paid attention to the quests as they're going through it, like I never really read the quests, or just want to know what the second arc's about, and don't have access to the Rebirth perk, and so having that recorded for the YouTube will help others out, I guess. Or at least that's the thought. I don't know how much it is actually helping, but anyways. So yeah, it's slowly getting expanded. It's had like two quests, I think, added to it so far, which is quite nice. But yeah, I'd expect at least 3 more, I think. 1 for Ghost World, and then 2 more for backdoor stuff. Probably at least 1 more though for finishing up like conclusion stuff, either backdoor or the Void. For second arc. So 3 to 4 NPCs for the whole thing still need to get added, along with probably another boss, I would guess, for it, and potentially Don't quote me on that one. That's just a random thing that's, I think, would make sense since they have the final boss for the first arc. Having another boss for the second arc finale would be ideal. Oh, bow eating candy is great. I've got all set my delightful friend of the afterlife. Breads with an olive for a nail. I'm so proud. So it looks like we're gonna have Frankenstein bow from this. Just based off the nail comment. We'll have you head over to Ghost Runner Luna and give her a compliment on her costume. Wait, no, that was on my personal list. The actual task here. Gather some cutlery. Oh, okay. I'm like, I was about to say, it's just in special and, it was a very interestingly phrased. It said special ghost, and I thought we'd be able to do any special or any regular ghost. But nope. We're stuck to this area. Which makes it a lot longer than if we had got ghosts from other areas. I guess we should probably go out and grab some ghosts from the other areas. Just to make it a little... allow some time to respawn and get a little bit more candy, I guess. Not like, as I said, I'll be needing any candy, but... wasting some of the loot gum time is probably not ideal. Although, Bo's quest is actually relatively short. Only 7 quests, so it's about a third of her length, of Luna's length. But it does look like it's going to be just straight ghosts from that single area. Which I can see why that would take a lot longer than alternating between candy, gums, ghosts from all areas and stuff. So, yeah. Looks like we got 2 more Frankensteins, so actually 3. Yeah, Frankensteins are the ones I'm most worried about, or most focused on getting, since those are the ones that will actually matter. Since getting regular ghosts is much easier than if I can ever vacuum these ghosts. Getting the regular ghosts is much easier to do, and I need less of them. I don't like it when the quests have so many rare ghosts. Like, it takes forever to do rare ghosts. But I guess it is a quest, so we need the reward. So yeah, we better get to it. Honestly, no, it won't even be worthwhile using it. I was about to say, I might as well go use vacuum gun so I can vacuum them faster, but that doesn't help with, like, the respawn time of them, so it actually does not even increase the efficiency of grinding. Whereas at least with using loot gum, I get more drops from each ghost. So even if I'm vacuuming them slightly slower, they're still spawning as often. No, it is the rare ghost. It is 100% the rare ghost. He even says so in his dialogue. He said 25 regular and 35 special ghosts, so it is. It also has more health, which also is always the case with special ghosts. Yeah, it's just interesting that having a special ghost will be so rare. Anyways, honestly, let's see. Yeah, I don't know how long Bo is, and if he is just like this, I don't know how interesting doing half ghosts will be from one area. I'll take a quick look at the wiki just to see if there's anything interesting in his questline, and if not, I actually think I'll probably cut it off now, since I don't think grabbing ghosts from one area would be that interesting. Let's see. 35 Frankensteins, Bo's party hat, red and purple ring, 40 vampires and 35 scarecrows, same area. Bo's misplaced statue, and defeating the tower once. Alright, so it looks like it is, this is basically like the last quest. So I know this is Bo's statue over here in this corner. It's pretty close to him. We've already gone through, I think, most of the rings. Purple one's over there, red one's there, and the orange one I think was right here, for those people. And then for, he also, I think that was actually it. And my mouse died too. Alright, so it looks like we just want to end this stream then. Bo's party hat. Ooh, I do not know where Bo's party hat is. So that one you guys may have to find on your own. But yeah, I think that'll be it for the stream. Once we find Bo's party hat. Actually, someone said it was near a chest. Or maybe that was the other one. Other find item. But, maybe, I guess it's over in his own area. So let's try seeing if we can find it over here. Yeah, I'm having to use my touchpad, so I'm a little bit slower and moving around. Alright. I'm not able to find his party hat. So you guys will have to go find that item on your own, it looks like. No, that's just a particle. It's the right of chest, I think it's the hoverboard one. Ooh, right of a chest. Okay, oh, right in the mythical chest. Okay, so, oh, right here. Yeah, okay, thank you for telling me that. So yeah, this is his party hat. His quests look to be very, very, single-minded, areas, so I think with that, that'll be the stream. So, kind of a short one, had to cut it off abruptly, but, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys